shortcutting on somebody else. So what are the speculations here? Because here what I'm talking about here. Oh, you want to go sleep? You want to talk about here? Is a point that FC the prosthesis here. And there's also speculation what you have to do about everything in the front about here. Just think about the possibilities about how these things operate. Like, okay, let's buy something, right? It's thinking more about here, all kind of things about pigments, colors, like a buying those product here. The point about here is that if it doesn't bond itself, okay, so that the difficult is me to create myself by using my hand. It's my own, like, is in the colorations, those pigmentation here, that I'm not comfortable as I saw here, confident that I can't do anything myself here. I start my new investigation online right now, okay, sure. So I'm not confident that I'm able to do myself anything. So that's because I'm not confident that I can do anything myself. And those things, thinking moldy and take a lot of work here, but I had to learn about all those things here. I had to learn because fucking stupid mistake occasionally. It make you never have idea what you have to do about it. Like any education here, that if you question here, look at the healthcare in general here, that you waste a lot of time for fucking stupid fucking shit here, guys, here, and trigger at the base there. After the ripple, I'm looking for you ahead. So, as I say about to hear myself here, guys, that this situation, I just can accept that happen here. It's only one single action what caused that situation, of course, here. That wasn't really case because it itself didn't know here, guys, and it was actually one of the reasons why I do what I do here, because it was secure. I like to meet you, smile here. Well, who is that here? Really? What do you want to fork about it at me on occasion? Singapore? Is that a real? So, country here. Well, the good news is actually I'm going to Turkey and also maybe here. Really? Well, who knows what happened here. Well, what I can say, let's go back here, because what like to me. Well, we create all kind of bullshit here for entertainment and so on here. Ha 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 ha. Very good. Okay, so what you want to talk? Okay, Curious message. Is it doing fine? Think I'm very happy, Kishner. This is gonna answer because then no thank you. He's her profile. We still get the messages, Keisha, right? Take a putting around here. Gear plus Ching Arke Gasipon. That's interesting, yeah. That's interesting name. Ching. Like Ching Arke Gasipon. Ching from Chinese Ching. So if I think about that, this might be here. Just remove is an unnecessary numbers about here. Well, let's see, Ching Gasipon maybe is Ching Arke. That makes anything easy. Well, here we go. Okay. Is only one? Always. Sixty Danila. Okay, so let's see about the here, because one are here. Is it here progress here? But these kind of things around here, I don't. No, I want to say what I was gonna say about application and stuff, but this kind of thing has become a massive time waste about it here. You're looking for here that what they need to do, speculating about it here. So you have some pictures here, some possible products occasion that they have available there. These kind of things make me just. I had to say that I'm angry. It is interesting, I guess. Look at the special painting I just said message occasion. What do you mean? Send a new message, okay, sir. Account. Thanks for that, Shuxi. That important information here. Maybe it's meh. Thanks for TV in here. Something else here, continue. Here we go. This is what they saw. It's very well wet here. This thing here. Of course they don't have here. Well, how to make about this thing, yeah? They're just putting a cast here. As I say about the here that the risk is already Keisha, what we already know. Let's speculate about it. It's Keisha fit too big, too small, from color. I mean, if you're looking for it here, Keisha, here, the speculation here. That it Keisha here, of course we already know about the Keisha here. Does need to be the fit, the Keisha, and the size therefore the from color here, Keisha. The mean about it that it do not fall off the Keisha here. That's interesting about it here, that it matches for the remaining here, okay, so oh, looking for here. And functionality is one of the 10 question area. Create yourself, right here. Create yourself is something like this. It's interesting about it here, creating. I'm so fucking angry about it, to anything about it, this thing here. And next is because I have to get this here. I see. Message here, okay, so okay, let's just about it here, okay, so okay, 1 minute take over here. You can also spot it up like here, okay, so okay, did you ever getting around? Is that news message coming from who? It's a name, but doesn't anybody of here? I cannot remember I hear and say here. In order to Google video enough times if you have enough experience different. Alright. Okay, you don't need to ask about too many questions here, okay, so enough stuff, enough. It is the remove the net. So now, right now, there's all kind of opportunities. Just about speculations about it here. Okay, so the more you do yourself, less you do watch the TV. What you should watch those programs. There's lots of different things to see here. The right videos, not so right videos. We go learn all kind of different process, your new friends. What you learn. And just watching videos for like this way. Okay, it's very slow the computer. You all okay? Will feel tired about your speculation, and then you last like a few minutes okay, so before you really get super tired about it here. And this mic getting on the headphones, okay, sure. Earphones. This has been lasted, but it will be break. So you have to always have something about it, like a theory case, and yeah, and we have to, like I lost. In reserve here, okay, so the question is this condition, this situation, you know, am I gonna with or without leaving that condition? Is that okay? I'm tired about it here, that thing here. I mean that's also fucking stupid the situation. Yeah? That's something is in mind. Okay, but incredible. It doesn't make any sense that thing here. Okay, so it's another respect here. Because I know why it goes everything here, but it doesn't make sense in end to think about it. This whole situation, it makes no sense around here. Is that thing here, that the whole situation doesn't make sense, and to be honest, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever here, and that's the main reason to be very angry about it here, because it doesn't make sense around here. It doesn't make sense why this whole situation. I have to answer that question. Yeah. I'm very angry about the situation. With the finest thing to be do. I'm repeating myself around here. Quest of course remain here. This is what the hell I'm gonna do about it here. I have to speculate about the situation here. The time schedule right now here. Incredible that in first place, okay, so what the fuck were you doing? My mask is like myself, what the fuck what that situation here? There was a really serious situation here. Did you have a case? Of course I understand about it. It's not a in game. It wasn't it have reason about that actions I guess be done, but lack of a completely awareness about the So let's go back about it here. What did you expect about it here? That's interesting. Somebody do actions here. You do actions too blind about the irrigation. Unfortunately, that's with it here. His brain, as you said, but when you do alone this kind of actions, you really got to be put a lot of effort to understand about why you. Okay. So, as I said about here, it happened because of all those conditions to get here. And it's impossible to reverse that thing, a reversibility of actions. So yeah, split that time to that kind of different thing. Which pointed me to the next thing with this. So looking for here that these conditions which has been it's been pissing me off high secretly. I had a chance. I had a chance to do nothing, but it will be better here. Sometimes doing nothing is better than doing something interesting, like here. And in this kind of situation, it was case about here. Just doing nothing here. It's much easier to do nothing, always. But nevertheless, in this case, the wrong chat comment. That's just completely lack of what somebody gets a still gets a postation. Try to understand the situations about here. That the person just did not think much occasion. Focus there occasion. That's kind of very good to focus here. You're focusing here than speaking about it here. This action. Yeah. It's like condition like this here. It's not funny. And doing nothing here. It's easy to not do nothing here. I'm so upset that this didn't happen. Simple as that, okay, sure. There's a very angry man that this thing ever happened. Why? Why is the question here? There's still an answer here. It was very obvious how the respect it happened here in chemical in real days, but not in brain about that condition. You're looking for back derogation. It wasn't obvious if somebody will know what he. So, what was going on? Those thoughts about it here? Things are not right, right? Like, oh, this is not good. Oh, what happened in here? Is that here? Person was absolutely certain anything here. So why so person allow some negative thing like that happen is the most funniest thing around here. I love it. Then if you have a wrong fit of this other prosthesis here. So looking for the future right now, we speculate this situation. This the biggest reasons about the problems about this is that it will be a cosmetic look around here. I'm able to function hand otherwise, so quite okay. But still, that this kind of ideology here. That's a very good question. You're supposed to here deny everything then. There's possibilities like this differently. It's entirely how I think about the situation here. In total respect here. One of the things is about to hear that lack of absolute certainty about the consequences about it here. It happened also the feature like here. You are not absolutely certain what is the consequence of this, and this mean about it here, Kisha. So I think it is complicated. I got this different thing here. It's a little bit like we had to speculate this thing about it here. Speculate. We had to talk about it here. Where the A, where the B. So what is the A here? Except for this condition is to do action, and not to action. Yeah. Do action. Yeah. What require this program? No, this program is. It was just idea to be save waters. Yeah. But there is lack of thinking. That's an important factor. Lack of any kind of really thinking consequent or anything here. People just don't think here. Doing action without thinking is the here. Remember, it will be never happy if we will be thinking now, for example, here. Just thinking alone would be have already solved the situation, yeah. Because you already be thinking about this situation will be have a conclusion about example that proper prosecute. How should I think? We have a couple things about the here idea about how it will operate here. Think about one of these, one person health, similarity. Person don't necessarily have similarity here. doing action would be dissimilar. During age, health is a factor of the attractiveness here, and it doesn't improve at all that factor here. So we got to be looking for different ways to take the situation to action. So like actions here, it's so dependent on all the different functions of action, yeah. So because it one function like that, because it has absolutely no occasion here, we're looking for here that the possibility it benefit nothing here. The forge of freedom, it might be help to get here, but is it only possible way? Is it absolute here, guys? As I said, you should not do thing action with this, too dangerous if they have no absolutely necessity to do about it here, guys. So you should not like get your hands off if you're stuck in some sea, like if it's not absolutely super necessity to cut example head off and like, risk yourself around. The problem here is that when you know about it, there's not a chance that it's only the last result here, case here, is make this chat come out about the call. The thinking about it here, because you don't know about it, what happened next second anyway here. It's like kind of pop it up. That's the most important thing about it here. One other thing is that what else we can find? So what are you gonna do is about, let's just do the best about it here. So be soft to myself, alright? Like this is gonna hold me so much back here. I just can't really accept that thing here. So I get very anxious about this situation. First of all, speaking about it here, this in here. Of course, I will talk a lot here, like everything else life. If any things like this with last, like with our physical condition, apparent or a part of the one person's physical system, they will be constantly be spoken and told, spoken and spoken and constantly be aware about the situation here. Nothing is gonna take it off occasion. That was incredibly important. Whatever is looking for this healthiness here, that doesn't improvise health at all here. They say no, it does not here, guys, anything like that substance. The point also that it doesn't make more healthy about person. It doesn't. Health is very good question here. Actually, here like other thing here, health. They're all kind of a health condition, but in general it doesn't make it's gonna feel like say forward health against, and then indirect is always more complicated about here. There's other factors. So you should not do about those exercises. Looking for like now we should do a back end here that have no sense to make anything like here. Have no sense about except about A and other factors, but you just waste time here and test about here. So they all make you don't need to even testify anything here, guys. So this A factor here, guys, this occasion, this is a name here. Okay, so here it is, the one factor. What do you feel about it here? That scar also is there. So like anything else, what will happen that one here? What will be some like in a feature? Because okay, you can die any moment, and everything will be nullified here. But also this general continuum about it here. The point here is not absolute here, but can I myself to live with myself with this condition here? So as about to get themselves here, they went very happy. I mean, we are same situation about that situation, yeah. That person here, well, that just happened about it. It's always whatever happens, some persons share about perhaps about the condition here. And there's kind of some ways about here. Looking for this universe, that's how easy to look finger here. And what people usually lose finger about some physical disease about it here might be here. But actually is that it's pretty extreme about it here. It's easy to actually be lost any body part about it here. Or get injured. You're looking for back in days about it here. In modern world it's much easier than ever before. And I agree about it. In past it was some things like that. Think about it here, guys, and what possibilities here. Does it really matter? It's just speculation. Many people lose the finger parts about it here. Is that there's some animals except by eating about it here. The accidents is part of it. There was what got enough to the accident. It will be getting enough. as I said, about the most likelihood is any kind of a, because there was no healthcare here. So past investigation of physical trauma example here can cause about it to be infected example, or in case more hard because there was nothing to treat. In modern day, however, there are things like what does they exist, like a circle south around example here. All kind of different things, elevators, some doors, those things about it here. It's all kind of firearms, explosives, chemicals like these, because they're really existing of the nature here, and to getting them inside the bodies. Also, and also this system or it's important that the conditions are a little bit different here, and therefore. So all the speculates about this situation here, case. Think first, act second here. It's usually be my case, and I definitely gave certain kind of a thinking already in that proper, but not enough that situation will be happening occur here. As I said about the here, that when I think about it, I would be quite a different. Be my last 3 months, case example, yeah. Example, if I would be a little bit do different action, yeah. And here I myself, what the fuck, you should not do this, I say, I should not do, and still I have that situation, yeah. That just make me so angry about it here, that there was no any reason the situation happen here, and it happened here, okay, so that's something issue, yeah, what I cannot get over. Well, with or without here, since it's look like it was, I think it's better to wear about this thing here in front. You have a whole life wear about it here. Well, the speculative part here, this situation is that what is there's all kind of possibilities in the future again here. The wearing something or interfering that somebody said about here that why is example transplantation so for an idea now here. Of course. We know about all those things about here, the foreign transplantation, what else there are. It doesn't crave anymore. There's a kind of stem cells, that example, we do create some kind of a fibroplastic here. The bone here, the interesting what they are removing also that thing here. You just remove all this way here, that it's not actually here. That how good they are here, that they can be still keeps on that kind of thing. Vinculum. How about those? I don't know, just what the fuck? I just have to say about it here. That unfortunately, I can do nothing about that thing now. But I over understand maybe better than anybody else about what those situations all. Because I have been thinking so much about that thing here. I know proper prosecutor, but actually that happened here. Of course, but I'm not gonna get over that action here. That's the thing why I'm constant here. So far, this situation is. This is like, if it won't be here, I won't be here, okay, it wouldn't matter here. And that's important fact about it here, that it's only matter here that if this is not as functional in the way ideal as it should be, any moment I will be always engaged this kind of thinking about it here. Once again, go back that thing here. Well, you still have enough, okay, so. No, what? There's an extra speech here. It doesn't have here. It's part of system sleep. He went to sleep about it. That idea. I just have a fucking idea about it here. That day was just incredibly stupid here. Guys. There's nothing else to say about it here. Why we should we go anywhere here? It's a home here. We're not going to home here in this situation. Nobody's here really to anything right now. Well, I did not think anything like those. It's a consequence. Yeah, I have no idea about it. I will be also going in the hospitality about whatsoever. Yeah? Even I have no idea. When it's talk about it here, it was only idea becoming here that doesn't need to be done about the triggering about the slowly here. So it was like, should I go or should I not go here? In this kind of condition was because the situation it was okay here. Yeah, fuck yeah, when you put precious time, you also lost precious here, okay, so. Well, there's all kind of possibilities We exist every moment here, anybody here, what they know, but you don't know those things about the brain. There are possibilities, like all kind of possibilities what person can do. But it's always a case of person have perfect knowledge about everything. And person will lose opportunities every moment, all kind of things. And let's go to the same situation. I lost this opportunity also here, that it was not a single second even registered my brain, a single moment here, the kind of possibility here. If person like me don't think like that kind of way here, I definitely will not do about something like this. So I definitely not even a single thing. I never even have an idea about the thing to do something like this. Yeah. So it's impossible to me to do some actions like what I need to my engage in it myself if I don't ever think of anything here, especially like that. It's impossible to me really do about the thing. It's not used to when you're, well, why not here? So when you go like this situation here, because I could easily not do about it here. So easily, yes, of course, later, like this thing. Of course, all kind of possibilities work exist here. It's just a key condition. So looking for what now about this thing? What you can do about? There's a kind of device internet, the cover, some kind of a stump here, case. It's preventing about it here. Is this occasion the best possible way to do it here? The length, there's a reserve in the like this, and as the necrotic substance is called the impossible to save. I mean, all kind of hypothetical. Who knows about it here? Embarrassed to talk about the situation. Explain something. So it's like a key. I will think about it here that the killers are the wheels stopping right straight forward here. Another option was not stopping it just straight forward. Which counted the next part, which I might as well. And I was not willing to give it up so fast. Well, indeed, if we're looking for still all conditions, what happened here, and how I could get myself back to the situation, I need to just get over of the situation, to take breakfast in the morning like this. And I need to search more information and buy new stuff here. I said, well, what stuff you need to buy? So, well, the interesting thing about it is the motivated factor here. What is, of course, aware about here? If it does motivate enough much here, it might be also therefore. Suppose it's low down here. Interesting here. You're looking for here that if everything is here or dark here, okay, so you need to get all over or something like a disease here, common fever. If it is fever, is that if you have whole rest of life fever, you will be spent there for rest of life in the room here, okay, so because that's the way. So you cannot have fever really. You have to stop the fever as soon as possible. The same situation come about this finger. And that you need to be taken the removing of this negative thing about here, restoration to the faith. So kind of a permanent action here. It's part of a multi-process about here. You need to do it here. That the angriness is not going away here. I'm so freaking angry at that thing here. It's not gonna go away here. Why the fuck is that thing here? Gets a relatively here more harm is done by the other actions. Yes, that it wastes so much time here. It's incredible. I was wasted time and money and everything wasted directly that thing here, guys. Because thanks to them here, guys, and here the great about here, the trigger of some actions about it here, guys, and it's multifaceted reason here. Who is this whole system here? What to say? I'm gonna stop here. Whole rest of life is carry on. Yes. Well, if the case not because of then, well, then it's it here, guys. Here. I mean, it's completely irrelevant my action right now here. I don't think so to make anything better here. So it's so think about it here. Well, what the hell I know not anything about anything here? I can speculate only here. So here, as usually, what the hell do I know about anything? I can speculate on possibilities of why they are so here, except like here, is the same absolute, real truths and absolute anything here. Literally here, there's nothing changed that thing here. Brain reprogramming here. Need to be completely on brain cells again, and it's incredibly complicated even too. I don't want that thing. Somebody here. That what's make about the here in negative here? That we have already big problem about that thing here. We waste time here. Is that this time we should be searching about us dental clinics and other stuff out here? Speculate that thing here. Dental clinics here. That my frustrations in a person in this respect here is a part of body here. They vilify this situation, yeah. What in the first place it should never happen, yeah. What is it? It's still not even here to invent this finger here. So finger here. The vingulum here, the little damage happened at condition here. The mobilization, I say. I have mentioned a million times about it. That when the action happened here, guys, and I don't know. That was very. I don't know. This is not really precedence about here. My personality here that this kind of pathological situation in physical body that focus attention to the best is one thing. And I said I respect think about that way. It got focus here, it pain and all. Yeah. I have answered about that question already here, it's an accident, a mistake here. Simple as that, those two words about it here. Interesting here. Wouldn't happen ever a second time here. Here's a trainer for the trainer with huge lot more knowledge about the prostitutes here. It's interesting I'm looking for also the buying stuff here that why I spent all thinking about the here front here. I try to bring here. If you can buy some product here that stop. The interesting thing about it here. Don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say. To be honest, I'm out of ideas. What about that situation?